Numbers 33. My English is very bad, I'm sorry. Have a great day. Let's go. These are the journeys of the children of Israel, which went forth out of the land of Egypt, with their arms under the hand of Moses and Aaron. And Moses wrote their goings out according to their journeys by the commandment of the Lord. And these are the journeys according to their goings out. And they depart from Ramses the first month, on the 15th day of the first month. On the morrow after the Passover, the children of Israel went out with a high hand in the seeing of all the Egyptians. For the Egyptians buried all their firstborn, which the Lord had smitten among them, upon their gods. Also the Lord executed judgments. And the children of Israel removed from Ramses and pitched in Sukkot. As they departed from Sukkot and pitched in Etam, which is in the edge of the wilderness. And they removed from Etam and turned again to Pihahirot, which is before Baal-zephon. And they pitched before Migdal. And they departed from before Pihahirot and passed through the midst of the sea unto the wilderness, and went the 3 days' journey in the wilderness of Etam, and pitched in Marah. And they removed from Marah and came unto Elim, and in Elim were 12 fountains of water, and there 10 palm trees, and they pitched there. And they removed from Elim and encamped by the Red Sea. And they removed from the Red Sea and encamped in the wilderness of Sin. And they took their journey out of the wilderness of Sin and encamped in Dophkah. And they departed from Dophkah and encamped in Alush. And they removed from Alush and encamped at Zephidim, where was the water for the people to drink. And they depart from Rephidim and pitched in the wilderness of Sinai. And they removed from the desert of Sinai and pitched at Kibrot Tatava. And they departed from Kibrot Tatava and encamped at Hazeroth. And they departed from Hazer and pitched in Hitmah. And they departed from Hitmah and pitched in Rimmon Pares. And they departed from Rimmon Pares and pitched in Libnah. And they removed from Libnah and pitched at Risa. And they journeyed from Risa and pitched in Kehelat. And they went from Kehelat and pitched in Mount Shaphan. And they removed from Mount Shaphan and encamped in Harad. And they removed from Harad and pitched in Makhelat. And they removed from Makhelat and encamped at Dahan. And they depart from Tahat, 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 and pitched at Tara. And they removed from Tara and pitched in Mitika. And they went from Mitika and pitched in Hash Mona. And they depart from Hashmona and encamped at Moseroth. And they depart from Moseroth and pitched in Benejacan. And they removed from Benejacan and encamped at Horhagidgad. And they went from Horhagidgad and pitched in Jotbata. And they removed from Jotbata and encamped at Hebron. And they departed from Hebron and encamped at Ezion-Gaber. And they removed from Ezion-Gaber and pitched in the wilderness of Zin, which is Kadesh. And they removed from Kadesh and pitched in Mount Hor, in the edge of the land of Edom. And Aaron the priest went up into Mount Hor at the commandment of the Lord and died there. In the 40th year after the children of Israel were come out of the land of Egypt, in the first day of the 5th month. And Aaron was 123 years old when he died in Mount Hor. And King Arad, the Canaanite, which dwell in the south in the land of Canaan, heard of the coming of the children of Israel. And they departed from Mount Hor and pitched in Zalmona. And they departed from Zalmon and pitched in Punon. And they departed from Punon and pitched in Obot. And they departed from Obot and pitched in the Ijeabarim, in the border of Moab. And they departed from Lin and pitched in Dibon-Gad. And they removed from Dibon-Gad and encamped in Almon-Diblathaim. And they removed from Almon-Diblathaim and pitched in the mountains of Abarim before Nebo. And they departed from the mountains of Abarim and pitched in the plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho. And they pitched by Jordan from Beth Jessima even unto Abel Shittim in the plains of Moab. And the Lord spake unto Moses in the plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When ye are passed over Jordan in the land of Canaan, and then ye shall drive out all the inhabitants of the land from before you, and destroy all their pictures, and destroy all their molten image, and quite pluck down all their high place. And ye shall dispose the inhabitants of the land of dwell there, for I have given you the land to possess it. And yet shall divide the land by lot for an inheritance among your families. And to the more ye shall give the more inheritance, and to the fair ye shall give the less inheritance. Every man's inheritance shall be in the place where his lot falleth. According to the tribes of your fathers ye shall inherit. But if ye will not drive out the inhabitants of the land from before you, then it shall come to pass that those which ye let remain of the shall be pricks in your eyes and thorns in your sides, and shall vex you in the land wherein ye dwell. Moreover, it shall come to pass, I shall do unto you as I trow to do unto them. Next chapter, chapter 34. My English is very bad, I'm sorry.